Hi, this is Christine Venus Astrology, here with your daily astrology delivery. Okay, so today we have the moon would still be in Virgo down here at 17 degrees. So moon in Virgo, as I said yesterday, is when we're more focused on nitpicking our environment. So it's like where we want to organize, tidy up, fix things within our environment. And our environment can be us, our feelings, our emotions, our internal self, or our environment around us, our home, the people that we're interacting with on a daily basis. We can become more harsh, more critical, and again, getting more of that fixer energy. It's also where we can have more of a focus on our health and our well-being, because Virgo is the sign of health as well. So we might want to focus more on our nutrition and what we're eating and how we're feeling about what we're eating, and when we eat things, how they make us feel, things like that. It's also a moon where we can be more anxious feeling. There's more anxiety with a Virgo moon. So to balance out that anxiety, it's really good to get physical and move the body, whether it's like through meditation, yoga, or whatever, or whether it's like walking and full-on exercise. Running, sports, whatever it is, to get you out there and to shake your body and move the energy around. Okay, so the pardon me, sorry. The moon is at 17 degrees currently, so throughout the rest of the day we'll come towards the end of the Virgo moon, and by tomorrow I'll say it will be in Libra. So it's going to make an opposition with this Pisces energy. So it's that opposite sign. So that's definitely like where the two polarities, is that the right word? They balance each other. They chop each other out. So Pisces can look to Virgo and Virgo can look to Pisces, basically. But with that, it's definitely, with that opposition, it's definitely going to be a need to, an opposition is another point of view, another perspective, another it's, you know, someone else's maybe opinion or perspective. It can be someone else, you know, us seeing things from, yeah, as I said, a different point of view. It can be a release point as well. If we look to that sign, it can help us release, you know, what is, well, in this case, it's the moon, so emotionally wearing on it, or emotionally, whatever the Virgo moon emotion is doing. In this case, it could be anxiety, it could be worry, it could be overthinking, it could be, you know, the pressure of needing to be so organized and have everything fixed and perfect. It's about perfectionism too. So if we look to this energy and we look to that Neptune and Pisces, it's very much about going within and being internal and quietening the mind and seeing where we're pulling the wool over things, or seeing things with rose-coloured glasses, not seeing things clearly, or where we're seeing things illusionary, so not seeing things clearly as they are. So this is an opportunity for us to see that, to see, you know, if we're not eating right and looking after ourselves properly, or we're not having good daily morning practices to set our day properly, or whatever it is, basically, that Neptune energy will be able to help us see that, basically. It'll bring it to light, in a sense, today. Okay, so we could come up against as well, you know, some more, you know, deceptive energy or illusionary energy, or we could be, you know, but it definitely relates back to us and our environment, our feelings and emotions, and that perfectionism, and, you know, it could be being too harsh and critical on ourselves as well, and we need to step more to that spirituality and back to our connection with God and our higher self and our more rest. And that Virgo energy can very much also, we've got to do, we've got to be busy, you've got to keep doing stuff and tick off that list and finish and complete everything. Whereas that Neptune energy is more about resting and regenerating the energy, and it's the end, Neptune's the end of a cycle, so it's like winding down and finishing that cycle and coming to a close. So it's very much about escape and relaxation, or not relaxation in a sense, but escape in the sense of escaping reality, or escaping like the day-to-day stuff, you know, having more creativity, or time to do more of the like left side brain stuff instead of the right side brain. You could almost say that it's like that in a sense. Okay, so that moon will also, at the moment, it's making a square with Venus. So that's where our feelings can come into play with all those things about nitpicking and perfectionism and, being harsh and critical and all that stuff. Then can come in with other people in our relationships or our money and stuff like that, where we can be involving those things and those thoughts and those overthinking and those feelings and emotions and conversations we're having with ourselves or with others about those things. So it can be more harsh and more like there's a restriction in some way, or we're feeling obstructed, or there's an obstacle, or there's some hard lessons for us to learn around that, or there's some no or some boundaries or something like that have to come into play, basically. Okay. So what else? Also Venus, so we've also got Venus and Uranus starting to sextile. They are sextiling now, and they're going to be exact in the next few days, I guess. So that's our wounds. So Venus, our values, our self-worth, our confidence, our relationships, our love, our money, all those things in a sextile, which is pleasurable, it's helpful, it brings ease, it brings delight, that sort of thing. But it's around Chiron in that Aries energy, about identity and who we are and what we're about and what we desire and what we're going after. And it's all about healing and stepping into that healing energy, healing those things, those Chiron wounds. It's the wounded healer. So it's all about healing anything around our identity, around what we value, what we love, what's important to us, what we desire, what we want to go after, what we want, bringing some kind of pleasure into those things. So making it more pleasurable, making it more easy, bringing helpful people into the scenario situation or that help us to heal those wounds, whether it's around self-confidence and our worth and our skills and abilities and ability to have to value ourselves or to stand by or to realize what we value too, to do with us, and like honoring that, what is important to us. This Aries energy is all about me, the individual. Okay, so we, as I said yesterday too, we've got Mars at the last degree there, also Mercury. So the last day with those two in the sign, so the last day to really take action based on initiating something, or something that's new and fresh, or something that's intuitively driven, that something that where the fiery energy is built up inside, and there's those, and it's that energy's sextiling too. So that's 60 degrees, so they're helping each other, so helping us to have those conversations, to move forward with those plans and ideas, to get all the information we need to move forward, to take action, to go after what we want, to initiate, to step into that leadership role or energy, and it's based around what we want, what we desire, what we need, those Mars things, what we are driven towards, basically. And that Mercury is all about information and connecting the pieces and the dots and sharing, and all about our mindset and planning and thinking and communicating and all that. So getting our ideas and the information out there and setting the plans in place and really initiating and putting some action in to start things before Mars moves into Taurus, which will slow things down and ground things and set them in stone in a sense, and help to set things in for the long run instead of just initiating something and not being able to finish it or complete it or see it out for the long haul. Taurus helps us do that. And then that Gemini energy move into Cancer, where our thoughts, our feelings, our thoughts, our communication, our mindset, all of that will become more watery. So we're going from fire and air into water and earth. So from fiery air that's initiating, getting things moving, the air is pushing the fire in the air is fueling the fire and getting everything initiated and going, and the thoughts and the body are moving together and working together well with those two energies, with that that energy there. with those two, but they're about to move into water and earth, which is not about movement, and water can be, of course, but earth is more grounding, and it's about more practical things. And if we've got earth and water, what do they do together? They grow things. So it's really, putting that energy and effort into growing something, not initiating and starting thing and planning, but putting in a hard work now into grow something. Nurturing it and carrying it in that Cancer energy and that Taurus energy about the earth and abundance and things materializing. Okay, I can't see how long I talk for on these things. I don't want to go too long so that they all upload properly for every platform and you guys don't get bored. And try and stay to the point for the day. So, especially when these energies are playing out over like a few days, I guess it's not just like right now, but these energies are building up, and then they have a build up point, they hit a peak, and then they, ease off as well. So, what else is going on? I'm just seeing if there's anything else like super important I haven't said in the last few days, or that's we need to speak about. Uranus and North Node getting closer, and then Mars will meet with them too. That's going to be explosive at the end of July. We've still got this happening too. Like, this is finishing. So that's the same about things easing off. So these two are getting further away from that square now. So we've got Pluto's at 27 degrees and it's moving backwards. So it's getting lower in degrees. And Mars is about to move into Taurus and start a new, fresh decan instead of degrees, 30 degrees set in Taurus. So they're moving away from that square now. So they're still at 2 degrees. So we're going to feel that intensity of them still. But they are moving, Mars is moving away from it. So Mars is sort of like turned his back on Pluto in a sense and is like, fuck you, I'm out of here. I'm done with this interaction that we've been having. And it's been tense between Pluto and Mars. Pluto is all about transformation and change and going deep and getting to the truth of things. And it's in that Capricorn energy, which is about, Capricorn can be all about our goals and what we're building and working towards. And it can also be like government and structures and stuff like that as well. So Capricorn there, so Pluto there is really transforming and changing and helping us to go deep and to find the truth of things and to bring up the secrets and to bring up the trauma for healing and stuff like that. It's that Phoenix energy. It's about going into the depths of the deep of the shit so that we can come out healed and transformed and refreshed, something new. So yeah, that Mars energy, triggering that energy the last few days and sort of still finishing off where it's tense and is that, Mars is like ready to go and really fiery and initiatory in that Aries energy, especially at that last degree. 29 degrees is the most intense degree in any sign. So it's where the sign is the most extreme in that sign. And so it's like, can be power struggles as well, can be fighting, can be, battles around identity and ego and around like secrets and about the truth and about things that need to transform and change and that need to move forward, that have been stuck and that have been held back by lies, secrets, deception, any of those sorts of things as well. That involve, so it's like even like, us coming to the truth about goals or things we were working towards and building that really aren't that great for us, that are toxic, that we've been holding on to and have fear of letting go of for some reason. We need to let go of them because things that are no longer part of, us, what we're going after and what we really want and desire and who we really are and what we're becoming and who we're becoming. So Okay, I think I'll leave it at that because it's getting long now and I'm just going to keep rambling. So take care, have a great day. I'll talk to you tomorrow.